What's happening, y'all? Welcome back to what is hopefully the final episode of this, because so far this game has been irritating me the past couple episodes, but hey, we're at the end there. Might as well keep pushing. And this looks like it might be actual cool area, aside from the fucking massive FP. Oh, I think my game just crashed. Well, isn't that fucking great? That is just beautiful. Yeah, I'll load up the game again and get where we were. I'll cut it to when that is. Okay, let's hope that it doesn't crash again. My computer is very not prone to crashing in games. Like a whole bunch of games where people report crashing and shit constantly. I usually wouldn't get it. I don't know why. I think my GPU could just handle it better, I guess. But the crash right at the end there, man. Come on. We're right at the end. Fuck, this game engine just cannot handle having all this on the screen. They should have hit up the fucking Dynasty Warriors guys just for this part. And those motherfuckers can make games run well with thousands of enemies on the screen. There he is, Aramon. He just reminds me of that one character from Wukong. The dude you fight in like the very beginning. They're just nuking this whole place. Jesus. At least it doesn't seem like there's going to be anything annoying in this last part. This kind of just seems like a power fantasy finale. Just fucking shit up. And they're trying to make it as epic as possible. Oh shit! He just absorbed. Oh. Fuck was that move? Also, I don't know how short this episode is going to be. We're just going to play till the end.
Need any help? Is that you? Is that some sort of special Empire outfit? Can I get one? There's no time. I must hurry to Mount Salvation. Go. Never mind. Hurry. I'll handle it. We will protect our world. As you command, we will protect humanity. As you command.
Fuck, they should have just did the whole game like this. Instead of having like fucking a... Oh, look at that. Instead of having like a bunch of little rooms with like a few enemies in it at a time, just fucking every level we go to just a full out war. This is the best part of the game so far.
Kaiser? Wow. You look...
Gethia, what are you doing here?
As a gifted one, I thought I ought to come help.
Massive Voidrak's forces are coming after you. They want to take the Soul Crystal Fragment. Please, head to Celeria Hall. Let nothing stand in your way.
Gethia, I need that special trick of yours now.
Oh, this game feels so rushed, dude. Even though it was in development for 10 years, the game feels like it feels like it was rushed out. Just not really. It doesn't feel like there was a whole lot of thought put into it for it being 10 years.
You got through the Voidrak's forces, Suka?
That's all thanks to
Now
Gethia.
hurry. Activate the light. Do not let Mother sacrifice me in vain. Do not let Mother...
Are you scared, Rena?
Scared? Of course not. It's going to be carnage. Just like it was 1,000 years ago. Are you scared, Kaiser?
Yes. Yes, I am scared.
Hey, come now. You're not going to falter at the final step, are you?
No. But honestly, since I joined Glimmer, not a day has passed that I haven't felt fear. How could an ordinary person like me oppose the whole of the Imperial Army? How did I resist an emperor who's lived for a millennia? But I know, even if fear grips me, I must push forward on this path.
I mean, it's easy. We just spam decks.
Even if I'm crushed, even if I'm doomed, even in the face of an unbeatable monster like Aramon, someone has to step up and fight. Fight for everyone.
And even if, in the end, we don't prevail here,
Igniting the people's will to resist is reason enough. And I am not ready to fall now.
that's more like it. Let's do this, Kaiser.
Took you long enough. You kept me waiting. And you brought me the Soul Crystal, just as I planned.
What?
I was originally manipulating that fool High Castle. I dangled a hint of the Soul Crystal in front of him, and he eagerly snatched at it.
So you're the one who enchanted him.
I guided him into extracting Voidrak's energy from alternate dimensions, declaring wars everywhere. Much like I did with that old fool, Lord of Frosthold. Thanks to the war between them, the seal deteriorated rapidly, allowing me to finally regain my strength.
We will end it here.
With just him.
And me.
And us.
All these despicable, deluded old faces. Brace yourselves for your impending doom.
Come inside of me, everyone! Combine! There we go. Time to finally beat up fucking Twink Prime over here. We got Lord Twink the Third and Twink Prime.
You dare show your faces here. An inferior being. You treacherous fool.
I'll bury you in this Voidrak's universe.
Can this dude come down? Did he fucking... Holy shit, he is changing the fucking physics of everything. Spawning black holes and shit. Okay, that's pretty nuts. Ooh. I like the visuals of this fight a lot.
That smug look of yours. Disgusting. As if you're now some grand being. Let me show you how a truly noble lord of Void Rat should appear. You should be proud of yourself for forcing me to reveal my true Void Rat's form.
What the fuck?
We're trapped here. Quick, smash the crystal. Oh, shit! You can't block this.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can fucking block that shit, dude.
Crystal cores.
Holy shit. What the fuck is even going on right now, dude? Jesus Christ. Can't aim. Go, 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 go. What? Oh, it's... What the fuck? I literally aimed at it, dude. What? I was fucking aimed right at it and it just didn't hit for man.
Are you scared, Rena?
Scared? Are you?
Yes.
Hey,
No. How could? But I know. Even if someone
Andy,
ignite.
Literally a fucking like
do this.
a late 2000s type saving system in a 2025 game. This shit is fucking... You know, I wouldn't mind fighting the bosses like over again, having to restart them whenever you die, if the fights were actually fun to play, but they just aren't. Like, they're just so unbelievably simple that they're just not fun. The visuals are cool, but like, cool visuals only last so long. Once you see them over and over again, you're like, okay, it's cool looking still, but like, it's not adding anything to my experience really. After seeing it the fucking 5th time. Look at that fucking shit we got going on in there.
Now perish alongside your filthy human. Kaiser, that smug look of yours. Disgusting. As if you were
I'm dead.
now some grand
Not dead, but getting hit.
show you how a truly noble lord of Void Rat should appear.
Oh yeah, look at that. Holy fuck. I think that's where I'm gonna need to use my sphere.
You should be proud of yourself for forcing me to reveal my true Void Rat.
Oh, shit! You can't block this.
I'm ready with my sphere fucking out.
Those 4 crystal cores. Quick, smash them
Come on, why is it not hit, dude? This shit is fucking ass. Just because it's like too far away, it's not fucking reaching it? That's bullshit for this boss.
Move to the center.
I'm here. Why? That you told me to move to the fucking center. I'm dead.
We made it.
I'll hang in there, no matter what.
Even Aramon would
Holy
struggle
fuck.
to muster such energy. Keep at it, Kater. We're almost there.
Fuck, I'm drinking some of these. Get my attack up. To start fucking his ass. Like, what are you even supposed to be seeing here? What am I even supposed to be, like, knowing? Like, thank God the game isn't actually fucking difficult. Cause, I mean, if it was actually difficult, that would just be impossible to read. Like, there's just glowing lights everywhere.
Impossible. After all these millennia, to be defeated by a lesser race again. I still haven't unraveled the mystery of life.
Even in the face of death, you still cling to your obsession. Now is your time to return to the Grand Cycle.
All questions arise from the Grand Cycle.
And all answers are found within the Grand Cycle. That is the creed of the Voidrax.
Hopefully, this ends the cycle of conflict between the Voidrax and humanity.
There must be a new cycle. It's time to start a new path.
Like, you don't get to have a fucking a hopeful moment at the end of a dull ass story like ugh. This adds on to the genericness of it all, dude. Ring of Lording increases maximum health by 400, takes 5%.
I hope Louise is awake. I really want to see her soon.
Gonna have a little wrap up here. Just running past the NPCs. I don't give a shit what they gotta say, dude. If I'm being honest. Where are we going? Are we able to get there over this way? Yeah.
Don't ignore the fire dragon's contribution in all of this.
Brother? What happened, Kaiser?
I'm gonna say like it's a long story. Not much.
But everything's gonna be fine now. How are you feeling?
I had a dream. A weird one.
About what?
Oh, I've already forgotten. I'm hungry, Kaiser. It feels like I haven't eaten in weeks. What do you fancy? So the monsters are defeated and the Emperor is dead. But who will take his place?
Not sure yet. For now, Victor has been elected as acting emperor and is overseeing the Empire's reconstruction. He's opened the gates of the Imperial capital, working with Celine to ensure equal rights for all people, both inside and outside the city. His goal is to restore trust and honesty in an emperor's rule, and promote equality and openness throughout the Empire.
A letter! Vanzana!
The Empire wishes to restore diplomatic relations with our nation. Are you willing to visit the Empire as our emissary?
It would be an honor.
You humans seem fragile, but your resilience is impressive. You face challenges head-on and conquer obstacles that seem insurmountable. And once the dust settles, you're able to just move forward, unshackled from your past.
Is that admiration? Have you grown fond of us?
Maybe. Now that Aramon and his Voidrax forces are gone, there's no reason for me to stay.
You're leaving?
Voidrax belong to the universe. We were never meant to linger on one world for so long. That was our mistake. The universe is vast. Who knows what's out there? Perhaps I'll find more Voidrax someday.
Hopefully you won't find another Aramon.
Ah, if I did, I'd just teach him another lesson.
Be safe, my friend.
Friend. Ah, yes. The most important thing I've learned from your world.
It was nice to meet you, Lord Harina.
Is he gone?
Farewell, my friend.
That it? Oh. Anna's novel? ain't write nothing. Oh, just the credits. Well, painfully mid. I think those are the best two words to describe this game. Painfully mid. Uh, I guess we'll do a bit of a mini review here. We're in the credits. I hope the music doesn't get too loud. If it does, I'll turn it down a bit. But yeah, this game was just painfully average, dude. Painfully generic as well. Like, it was too generic to the point where it hurt itself. I came into this pretty hyped. Just the trailers and everything. I like the environment design, and that's still probably my favorite. One of my it was still a bit disappointing for me though, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I came in hype. It did scratch that FX16 itch I had for a little, just with the gameplay, but the gameplay quickly grew dull. You know, a lot of it was just spamming X and Y, and you could get past whatever with that. I did like the combat at the beginning, but it started to grow dull a bit when they introduced a scythe. That was fun for a bit too, but then it, of course, went back to being dull because there's no special things that you have to learn for it, right? The whole game you just go around spamming X and Y and you're fine. You don't have to actually put in the time and effort to learn to be able to beat these bosses, right? They're all so simple. I could probably count the amount of times that I died to a boss on one hand. I don't know if I'm playing on easy mode. I didn't see a difficulty option though. It didn't present me with one. I think there is difficulty though somewhere because I see on the trophies there's a trophy to beat on nightmare mode. Maybe there's no difficulty on the first playthrough. Either way, I'm not doing another playthrough of this. The gameplay is very bland. It's similar to FF16, but also, I mean, I remember FF16 having a bit more, intricacy in its combat than just spamming two buttons, right? But and yeah, the gameplay aspects apart from combat. I hope I'm not too loud right now. The mic looks a bit like it's peaking a bit. I'll just change it in editing if it is. Yeah, aside from the combat, the other gameplay aspects, really there wasn't much. I mean, there was a skill tree, which you just got tons of skill points, so I basically got whatever I wanted. There's accessories for the weapons, but those also are just very much okay, just extra bonuses. And then yeah, the different types of weapons, it was very very simple to a fault, I would say. There's not really any RPG mechanics. It is a pure action game, which, I mean, if you like simple action games, then this one will probably be for you. I think this game, well, it'll have people that will absolutely love it, and then people that don't really care too much, it's just kind of boring, which I'm kind of in that crowd. But yeah, world design, level design, I mean, some of them were really pretty, but I also, seeing the trailer, I expected a bit more. Well, I mean, it did show me pretty sights that I was expecting at certain points, so that was probably the best part of the game, right under the fact that it's only 20 hours long and you don't have to push through a whole lot of it if you want to get it done. The story, fucking literally, if you take the most generic anime you could find and you just adapted it to a video game, it's this, dude. It's like FF16, but with no sauce, no interesting stuff, no drama. None of the characters are intriguing. All of them are just so plain, which it surprised me so much that this game is supposed to be a passion project from one dude. It started as one guy, took over 10 years to release. Because usually in my head, things like that, passion projects that usually start from one person, are usually things that are out there enough to where, big companies aren't going to be wanting to put money into it, right? This is the most safest plain passion project I've ever seen in my life. I wouldn't be surprised if I seen this game just come from a big ass if it was just something shit out by Square Enix or some shit like that. But this is obviously lower quality than a Square Enix game. But it just confuses me. I feel like if you heard the story of it started with one guy, it evolved into a team of what is it, 40? I think it ended with a team of 40 over 10 years crafting this game. I think we would expect something that would mix things up a bit more than this game. Like I think it's just simple to a fault. That's another good way to describe it. Graphics. The graphics were pretty. I mean, I see people calling it a PS4 game online. Looks good for a PS4 game. I wouldn't quite go that far in saying it looks that shit. But I mean, I'm playing on PC, 4K, basically maxed out graphics. I mean, it looks decent. It's not the best looking game ever, but it looks okay enough. And there are some super beautiful shots in it. So, music, the music in the game. I'm a big music guy. Like you can have a shit game, but if it has like a certain scene with a certain background music to it that I just love, it just sticks in my mind forever. An example, not a good example for a bad game, but a good game with a scene that I'll always remember is God of War when Kratos snaps Baldur's neck and he ends up hitting the ground. That like music playing in the back, ooh, is so good. It's called Salvation on the God of War soundtrack. But yeah, music will always stick to my mind if it's good. In my mind, if it's good, right? This game, just like lots of other action games, JRPG shit like that, has lots of decent background music. That's like, okay, I'm fine with listening to this like while I'm just roaming the world. But it didn't have anything that stuck out to me at all. So the music was like fine. It was just fine. Uh, I would say the length for the price. I mean, it's 20 hours. I think the devs kind of crafted the game around people playing New Game Plus. I don't know how different New Game Plus is, like if it has different upgrades and stuff. But I mean, there's trophies around beating it on like harder difficulties that I suppose you unlock after beating it once. So, but I mean, 20 hours. I think the game's like six. If it's full price, I don't know if it'll be worth it because not only is it only 20 hours, it's also not really like oh, a cutscene here. Okay, cool. I'll read that in a second. But as I was saying, like not only is it only a 20-hour game, but it's also not one of those 20-hour games that I would say is good enough to where I would pay full price for it, right? Um, and especially nowadays when you are seeing lots of games come out like Expedition 33, like the Alters, I think it was another one. Lots of games, lots of like the Peak Among Us, like well, Among Us is a bit older, but Peak, Lethal Company, those type of games that are coming out that are well, Expedition 33 specifically is like like beating these AAA games that are selling for $80 when they come out, and it was like 40 or something like that, 30, $40 for Expedition 33. I would gladly spend that money to play that game. This, not so much. As for bugs and performance, I mean, bugs, there wasn't really any big things, but performance, man. This game, like, it will run smooth, 144 locked frames for me. But the second you add any amount of like extra chaos shit, like stress into the scene, as soon as you add particle effects and shit, it absolutely craps the bed. I don't know if they just didn't like test it or if they tested it and they just didn't care. I'm interested in how this runs on a PS5 if it has the same exact stutters that PC does. Because dude, any single time like lots of enemies would spawn in at once or there would be particle effects all over the screen, my shit was dropping like to single digits even probably. I didn't check, but it felt like single digits. It was a slideshow. So performance, pretty fucking shitty, dude. Like it's one thing to have good, like it's just shitty performance all around. Like a game like Ark just has shitty performance all around, but you can get used to that shitty performance. It's almost even shittier when you're playing a game that runs super smooth and then you have tons of these stutters that just fucking take you out the game because it just turns to a slideshow. But yeah, I mean, that wasn't really great on that aspect. So overall, I would probably give it like, I think like 5 out of 10 is the max I could give this. It's just painfully mid, dude. Like, if it was any longer than 20 hours, like if it was pushing 30, 40, 50, like in that range of hours, I would have easily dropped it at before this point. Um, I was definitely overdoing the past couple episodes with how irritated I was getting. But I mean, there's some days I just, I was not having a good day, and then when I hop on a game, just any little annoyance can just light me up a little, make me a bit more pissed off than I usually am. So, but they're still valid. Like everything that I pointed out, I was being too fucking harsh with it. Everything I pointed out was definitely valid shit that just made the game a bit more annoying to get through in ways that like just you don't need to fucking do that. Like if you understand what I'm saying. But yeah, I think I'm glad I played this game though because I think it taught me that trying to do 3 episodes a day of something all an hour long is not gonna be that sustainable for me. So I think I might move like most series will probably be like 20, 30-minute episodes. There might be ones like Disco Elysium. I think that works well as like an hour, 2 hour long episodes. Just because there's not really much. I could easily just hop on and play a couple hours of Disco Elysium and then just upload it, right? But yeah, I think I'm gonna stray away from the hour-long episodes I was kind of going towards. I want to be able to get out as much content as many different games as possible for the channel, but I realize it's gonna be hard to be able to get up 3 hours of content a day, especially if I am currently not enjoying the game that I'm playing, right? So yeah, I think we'll be pushing closer to that. We could read this. Congratulations, you completed all chapters of Lost Soul Aside. Advanced content is now unlocked. Boss Rush. Okay, that's pretty cool that they got that. I'm not really super into like I'm not a big Boss Rush guy, but I mean it's always nice to have something like that. Stage selection and higher difficulty. Oh, so you could just replay individual chapters. Okay. Yeah, overwrite that. Okay, well, I hope you all enjoyed the series. And yeah, I guess I'll catch y'all next time with probably Disco Elysium. I think I'm gonna return with that. I think this video is going up on September 2nd. You see, that's why I definitely need to transition. I need to move back to the 20, 30-minute episodes because I was expecting this series to take go all the way up to like the 7th. That's kind of the math I put in my head. The 7th. Because I was expecting it to be like 30 episodes, like an hour long each, like 30 hours for the game. But the game was 20 hours, and most of my episodes were an hour. Some of them pushing like an hour and a half, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna be doing more 20-minute episodes just so we could push the series for a bit longer, and I'm not super overwork myself trying to get all these videos out daily. But yeah, we'll be back with Disco Elysium Silk Song coming out on the 4th. So 2 days after this video is up. I hope some of y'all are hyped, whoever's watching this. And yeah, I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.